Okay, welcome back on my gems. I'm going to go through this really fast because I really want to get through this, and it's probably going to take a while because I'm going to be talking a lot throughout this. I know I'm really talking fast. I already watched this because it came out whenever I was in town, but then when I watch it again, I want to go through it, I want to explain my theories, and I'm just so excited about this. And this is really, like, I know, people got early access, but I want to, this is basically just the game coming out to me because I don't have anything to play the game, unfortunately, which sucks, but oh well. Let's go.
Oh, Silver Parasol Games.
Oh, this is Daco, by the way, if you can't tell.
Oh my God!
Why are you freaking out?
Oh! Ah!
Calm down.
No! Don't do!
Okay, that is actually kind of creepy though.
They're moving!
Oh,
They're
his
all
eyes are
watching
moving.
me!
That's like freaked out.
They're
Oh,
all
I love how he's like in the background just getting ready to jump at you.
Okay.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's amazing. I'm not gonna like go through every single bit of this,
Hello, guys, this is a different menu.
I can't.
I played the
That little thing, something just skipping bothering me. Oh well.
This is completely different to the demo.
Really?
These guys, Carl's looking at me as well. Oh my, guys! Look!
The way his eyes follow you.
Oh my God!
I know other people like Razbowski did some videos on this too.
Last time, guys,
I think that's the right name. I don't know.
Now,
anyways, but
he's literally right
I don't know.
next to
He has
me,
the most
about to
lore
jump
finding
at
stuff.
me. Look at his pose.
Yeah,
okay,
he's like,
anyway, help wanted.
I'm coming to come kill you.
Here we go. Continue. We're gonna get to a mini game.
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear virtual experience.
I love this voice actor. Oh, I love Hand Unit.
In front of you to navigate the menu.
Oh my God!
The frightening experiences
available. Oh my God!
By completing these scenarios, more will become available.
Can't tell if he said more or lore became available.
New ones as well. So stay a while and have a good
Rated
time.
and unoriginal
remember,
disappointment.
Despite the temporary horror you may experience, this is a completely
I love his little
environment.
dry humor jokes in here.
Okay.
Entertainment not responsible for real danger. Please make a selection.
Oh, not responsible for real danger. Nope.
Thank you, Hand Unit. It's nice to see you back. So
I know,
some
right?
potato chips. I can eat them.
You can eat them.
Best game, 10 out of 10.
Yes.
So here are the coins, guys. The coins are the things what you got to collect throughout the mini games, I think. So we've got FNaF 1, FNaF 2, FNaF 3, Dark Rooms, Plush Trap, Parts and Services, Bonnie.
Where you get to take things apart.
That's,
at first, here's the thing. At first, we thought that, it's going to be mainly about parts and services, going through things like that. And that's why it says help wanted, because you're playing as an engineer helping fix things in the background. No. You're playing as a beta tester of the game. You'll see later, and I'm going to explain my theories that are different from his, and then some that have similarities.
We have Freddy, Foxy, Vent Repair, Mangle,
yeah.
Night Terrors. This is FNaF 4.
Funtime Freddy. Oh, I can't wait for Funtime Foxy.
Freddy.
It's going to be my favorite.
No. And then we got FNaF 1 again. Okay.
Yeah.
Where's my hand gone? Lost my hand, boys. Where am I? Okay, guys, I have no idea where my hand just went, so I just turned off the game back. Prize counter, guys, and
yeah, you click on prize counter, and then boom, you get the prize counter.
Look at everything! All the plushes I can buy!
Yeah.
And a trash can!
I have everything, and a trash can.
Okay, so...
You didn't really look inside the trash can. What if there's something in there?
Action figure! Oh my God, there's loads! Food, toy, so... Guys, I'm guessing you can buy things on here.
Yeah, this is definitely the
with
FNaF
the coins
1
that you
location.
collect. Okay?
It's obvious.
So let's just.
But then at the same time, it's not.
Hello?
Wait. If this is the FNaF 1 location, I don't know why I'm just thinking about this. Why is Circus Baby in here? That's my question. Why would Circus Baby be in here with all of them if this is only the FNaF 1 location? Because you can tell because, it says let's eat instead of let's party or whatever.
What the heck? Oh!
But the only one different is just Baby. Why is Circus Baby in here?
I got a basketball! Well, that's...
Oh, and then you got the toy. You have the little toy from, oh gosh, what's it called? From FNaF 4. You have the toy telephone. Why am I just not realizing all this stuff?
It actually says baby on it, so I'm guessing Balloon Boy made these.
Or Surge for basketball.
When he's not doing the night shift. Oh, yeah, is it not like a hoop or anything?
Oh,
I can
and then,
throw it out.
wait. And then, I could be wrong. That could just be the lighting. But if that's a golden Freddy, why do they have all these? Why would they have a golden Freddy, plushie if Golden Freddy is from, Fredbear's Family Diner? And that's from Baby's Pizzeria World or whatever, where a child died. So, so many questions. Wait, there's Let's Eat and there's Let's Party. There's a Let's Party. They're all here. The whole gang's here. What? Oh, and then you get the fan. Is this... I'm so confused. Oh
Anything.
My gosh.
I'm about to try and throw it at Toy Chica.
I thought
okay,
I had all my theories set, and now everything's so
amazing,
ruined.
Guys. Let's have a look around. Oh, we're in the FNaF 1 location, guys.
No, you're not, apparently.
Damn. There's the FNaF 1 stage. I'm definitely think this is FNaF 1.
No.
Okay, well, I'm just going to leave that there, boys.
Look around.
So what's
you can't be more wrong.
Fazbear bars, balls, lemon, meat bites, mini balls, little plushies here as well.
I love how Scott purposely added the dated and unoriginal disappointment thing in the beginning, so you take notice of it here, to where you notice that.
Oh, there's the disappointment chips, but there's like...
He purposely did that.
What's that?
Scott is accepting the challenge of making this more intricate, because I remember it was Matt Pet's theory about Petscop. He was like, oh, Petscop, has much more intricate, storytelling than FNaF. And I feel like if Scott ever saw that, he'd be like, wanna bet. This game is so different. I feel like he stepped up to the challenge.
What was that? Was that like an Easter egg? Hello?
Now I'm just getting more and more
confused. Guys, there's one up there as well.
I'm more and more confused now. This is not the FNaF 1 location unless they're selling all their stuff in the same location, which was basically proving that, Circus Baby World, whatever it's called, already came out, come and gone. But then, if the child died, why would they still be selling the toy? And why wouldn't they be selling the other animatronic toys from that area? Also, why would they be selling... I don't know. Maybe Matt Pet's theory was right about they're kind of all in the same timeline. Like, FNaF 1 location and FNaF 2 location were out at the same time, kind of during the time whenever the little kid, Michael was sneaking out and going to the FNaF 2 location.
What if I throw the ball at it or something? Like,
and you can unless... I could be completely wrong about this, but all these boxes and the lack of things that were bought seems like the place is just recently opening up. But that doesn't have to do with much compared to what I'm thinking this is about.
I wouldn't be able to reach it from there. Guys, what is that tape? Let's see what happens.
Okay, before I forget, I just have to say this. I think the game is meant... The real game inside the game... Can't really explain it. It'll make sense in a minute. I feel like the real version, the full version, is never going to come out because the full version is this beta tester version where things keep glitching out here and there, and you'll hear way more about this later. I know, I'm just kind of skipping. Spoiler alert. I feel like... I don't know, I feel like the game was supposed to be made... I feel like it's actually supposed to be part of the real world. Dako later on thinks, oh, it's people inside, the real world, Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, like that, Fazbear Entertainment and everything. They are trying to make a VR game, trying to, make jokes about the rumors of everything that's gone down. They've had a bad reputation, and they're just trying to build it back up and show that it's all just fake, and enjoy a couple scares here and there, and way in the future after everything's gone down. But I think it's connecting to the real world. The game, the VR game, was meant for us people, real people like me and you, to play this game, but then instead Scott made it to where it's a beta version where everyone who plays this is a beta tester for Scott, which makes it feel personal, which is so cool. And this is nothing like he's ever done before, especially lore-wise, as far as I know. I mean, maybe other than the tapes, which we'll hear about later. I feel like it's meant for that, and I feel like that might go into the AR game later on. You know, it's connecting more and more with the real world. I feel like the game is meant for the real world, but instead we're just doing testers, and that ends up being the full game. Okay, he spends
do anything.
time trying to get to it. So he basically hits it, and it drops, and it makes this little glitch noise, but it just disappears.
I don't know. Oh God. Oh. What's his switch? What does this do?
Okay, so he hits the switch, and ready? You ready for this?
Oh.
You gotta listen closely.
Listen! Listen!
It's Fredbear noise. It's the, Golden Freddy noise.
Somebody's talking!
I feel like you should have replayed it when it's shut up, so people that can do their things will do their things to understand what, it's saying. The talking noise. People know it's saying, but no, he has to talk. I feel like he needs his hush so people can just tweak the audio.
Someone is legit talking to me.
Ready? Oh, yes. Oh, snap, baby.
What the heck? What the... Oh, the types! The types!
See, and even more proof. You have Helpy there. So either A, it's all past everything. It's like way in the future, like 2050 type of thing. After, the pizzeria burns down, or it's in the real world, meant for real people, but we're doing a beta test, and things are going wrong, and things are glitching out, trying to get into the real world, and she'll, you'll see, there's a she in this, you're about to hear very soon, kind of explains that, and I'll get into it later.
Have I already found an Easter egg?
Yep.
Are you kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me?
Yes.
I can hear the talking again.
Yeah, you hear the talk in the background of Fredbear, which he needs to be quiet about.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Don't exit this room, okay? This isn't a mistake.
Exit
this
room
isn't
later.
a mistake. I had to hide these logs away from the core gameplay files.
What?
In a place that
See,
only a big...
but why? How could this woman has to have access to something so she can put this into the gameplay files in a different area? See, it's
beta tester would look, and in a place where the files could be protected.
Beta tester would look into a place
with
different files.
I really hope that the next development team finds this before the game is released to the public.
What?
This game has some kind of malicious code in it that we haven't been able to fully contain or even understand, for that matter. We're over budget and out of time. But that's not the reason that we're shutting down. Listen, I have to keep this short so the file size will be small enough to fly under the radar. There are more. They may not be in order. Hello?
What the heck?
So, she's hoping for the beta tester, us, to find these tapes so we can try to understand what's going on, because I guess we're the next game developers trying to stop whatever's going on before it comes, before this actually releases. And that's what we're playing as. We're playing as people who are working for, Fazbear Entertainment. But he thinks it's inside the game. I think it's in here. I know I keep saying that, but I firmly believe it's in here, and I have more proof way later on.
Oh my God! There's collectible types glitching in the game that we have to
And she says there's a code that we can't control or contain or even understand. I feel like that is a character, like somebody inside the game trying to get out. And I know this kind of sounds like Sister Location Entity, trying to get out into us, to get out to our world and keep us trapped in the game, which another thing later on that Hand Unit says will help kind of go along with that theory.
On my life, this is just a huge coincidence. I have no idea what's
at first I thought, this was only made for Dako, and I'm like, what?
What's going on right now? Apes in. Gotcha. Okay, guys.
Okay, wait. Oh, yeah, I have to go back.
Oh, hold on. FNaF 1's only got one.
Wait, I swear I got the cap. It says text block. It's all Fredbear like. So what if Fredbear's trying to get out, Cassidy, trying to get out to the real world? She's the glitch that's going on. Because she's the only one that's on here. See, everything else is just random.
This might be a hard mode, guys.
What if
Okay.
That's the thing, trying to get out. And she's trying to get out and set herself free inside this real world, which might contribute to the AR game later on. And she's going to try to lock us back in here. Try places like Enter type of thing. I don't know, just a theory.
Okay, now I'm back. Okay, I understand now. I understand. So, basically, there's like a hard mode, and you have to go in the hard glitchy
I don't think
mode
it's a
to
hard
put the
mode.
tapes
I think
in.
it's a mode
Gotcha. Okay,
that's
guys.
meant to
I don't know
lure
how I'm
you
gonna
in.
organise this properly, but I think I'm gonna start off with FNaF 1.
Okay, we've
for
already
the
kind of seen
episodes,
FNaF
and then-
1, like, in, you know, the demos and everything.
Hello, hello, hello.
He found another thing in
gosh.
here.
Okay.
Another little set. He also, whenever he removed the cupcake, he found a fast coin.
Kitchen. Oh,
You know, nothing really big.
Oh my god.
You're gonna watch the way Bonnie walks.
Hello,
It's so
I can
cool.
see
But
Chica there
he says he
anyway,
can see her. I
that's
can kind of
good.
see.
Hello,
Yeah, you can kind of
Chica.
see her reflection barely.
Bonnie's still there. Okay, this is good then. I actually can see Chica.
Yeah, you
in
can
the
kind of see her
dark.
leg a little bit.
Hello,
Oh, the way he walks is
hello,
so cool.
hello,
I love that. And he's just staring blankly into nothingness.
Can
He
you
knows
leave,
what he's
please?
going
I can
for.
still see Chica, guys.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, Chica's gone.
And you basically get past
Bonnie, what
this.
about Bonnie? Stop, stop.
5. Here we get to 5 a.m. Easy peasy. Not really. Night 1 is hard.
What's this? Where am I?
But here's the weird thing. I only saw 4 nights. What if things get too glitchy at that point, and then you can't continue to night 5 because things are just all going wrong.
What the heck? I'm
Kind of like Doki Doki, you play and it gets weirder and weirder as you go.
Is there any coins?
It does look like you're in Pirates
No?
Cove,
Okay,
kind of.
Okay. I'm gonna wind up the freaking box, man.
Why that music though? It's gonna make you feel like it's a jump scare, but it's not.
Foxy!
It's so cute.
Foxy!
It's like me whenever I
That's
got
freaking
my circus baby
come
doll.
Here, mate. I love you.
Oh, that's definitely me with my circus baby doll.
Guys,
Oh,
this
that's
is
so
freaking
cute.
awesome. I got
Yeah.
a Foxy plushie. And I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. You are the best. Worship.
Yes.
Worship my first ever prize, guys.
Let's worship
All
him.
hail the great Foxy. Let's bow down to him. Oh. Continue.
Continue, yes.
So, okay. So
And Hiano or Thankful,
Corner
you're gonna
now?
listen to that one.
I'm
And
guessing
that's when I
so.
can start to explain it more.
I've got 2 coins.
I know, I'm kind of just going
out of
past everything. I'm
40.
just so excited. I don't want to
Which
let
is
things
good.
pass my mind.
Guys, do you want me to listen to the tape?
Yes!
Oh, that thing's talking to me again. That's
It's
gotta be
Fredbear. I
Golden
feel like
Freddy or
Fredbear's trying to get
Fredbear.
into the real world. I
Gotta
swear.
be. Holy crap, this is insane, guys. This is legit insane.
Yeah. Oh, I love the way Scott made
Let's have a
this.
listen to the tape again.
It's so
So
different
I've
from
gone
what
onto the
anyone
tape now,
ever
guys, and I'll just
expected.
press it. Okay. Where is it?
Oh,
Let's listen. Tape 2.
now
I'm
that's
doing
gonna have
them
a
in
doozy with
order.
this.
Okay, this is good then. This is good. This is really good. Let's listen.
I saw it for the first time today. There was a character I couldn't make out who it was, standing at the end of the hall. I thought it was just bugged out, so I made a note of it and kept playing. But then it was looking in the window, and not like Chica or Bonnie would. It was like it was actually looking in the window, seeing what I was doing.
see, it's a character she hasn't seen. She's obviously very well, she knows about the characters. You know, like, it's not like they stare out the window kind of like Chica or Bonnie. This one's different. She knows what you're doing. Like, this character knows what you're doing. But it seems like, you know, obviously, the characters are staring at you inside the game. So what if she can tell, you know, she knows, like, that character that she's seeing knows what you're doing in real life. But here's the thing. If she knows the character so well, wouldn't she know Golden Freddy? Or, you know, Fredbear. So she would recognize it and be like, oh, that's Fredbear just glitching out or whatever. You know, like, why would she have that, like, I don't know, why would she not recognize it? So maybe it's a completely new character. Maybe she's trying to come in a different form. I still firmly believe that it is Cassidy.
God, what is going on? Guys, this is really confusing me now.
Yeah.
This is really confusing me.
Honestly.
It's like Inception. It's like there's a game developer in the game talking about the game. Because he said there was, what the hell is going on? Seriously. I think I'm
my
done,
brain
guys.
hurts.
Let's go back to the title.
What I
done.
think in my mind is somewhat making
For
sense.
today's episode.
Somewhat here and here there.
What the heck?
You're in a little Freddy. Look, you're
Freddy Fazbear Virtual
in a Freddy. Oh, it's so cool.
Roller coaster!
Roller coaster. Oh, I love that.
To do that, then with an edge-of-your-seat virtual reality experience.
So he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna make this a virtual reality experience for you. And then, nope.
Oh God!
Now listen real quick.
No!
We know that Fazbear Entertainment has developed something of a bad reputation over
That's the
last
one thing that's kind of confusing me.
decades. And while it's
Okay, over the decades, it says, over the decades, they've kind of gained a bad reputation, which would make sense as to why he's saying, okay, yeah, it's inside the actual game, and in the future, like, past everything, they're playing, if they made a VR game to try to set the rumors off and be like, everything's fine and everything. But at the same time, there's another thing they show. They show a real life person. You'll see. It's so funny. That's the only thing I'm confused about, is they're saying, we've grown a bad reputation and everything. No. Five Nights at Freddy's has a great reputation. They're like mixing the worlds.
that some stories associated with our name were loosely based on actual events.
Yeah, some things about our names were loosely about actual events, which either could be referring to, Scott being like, oh yeah, the real life events that kind of happen here and there, but not in real life type of thing. Or it could be talking about inside here, like, rumors that have gone on, but like in the actual game type of thing. But I still feel it needs to be, I feel like it's in real life. Here's why.
Fabrications from the mind of a complete lunatic.
It's just fabrications from the mind of a complete lunatic. It's Scott! I swear that's Scott. See, that's the thing. They're showing a real life picture of a real life person. It's just, the stories are just the mind of a lunatic. Nothing more. And they're trying to prove that. Nothing to be worried about, nothing to be scared of. And I feel like that's why it's in the real world. So that's just trying to prove there's nothing wrong. Everything's fine. At least, in the lore of this game in the real life, he's saying everything's fine, it's just a fake game, but then it's actually not, because it's trying to get into the real world. It's kind of reminding me of the recent thing on Petscop. He's definitely raised to the challenge. Yep. But that's Scott.
But we aren't above laughing at ourselves.
Who are you?
What do you mean? That's Scott! Dude!
That's why we have recreated.
And see, here's the thing. They know what the nightmares look like. Like, they had the pictures of, like, what the nightmares look like whenever you're playing throughout the games. Well, obviously, if this is inside the real game, like the world of FNaF, where everything actually took place, why would they know what everything looks like? They don't. That's why I think it's inside the real world.
Of these completely fictitious scenarios lies that you've been fed over the last several years into a hilarious VR game, in the hopes that we can finally move past these childish ghost stories and develop a new relationship with you as well as your kids.
I get the law.
Perfect for birthdays. So sit back.
You may get it. I don't, unless I'm right and you're wrong.
A tape!
We do, however, ask that you agree to a simple waiver before you play.
Welcome to the Quality Assurance Team. Before we can officially congratulate you on your fabulous lifetime career choice, you must first agree to the simple waiver and blah 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 blah, and accept that really doesn't matter if you're being honest.
Then we can jump right into some harmless fun that can't harm you at all in any harmful way.
Oh
yeah.
Thank you for playing the
I love his personality.
Virtual experience.
So, the VR game is canon in the game. So, in-game...
Acknowledge that Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for accidental digital consciousness transference.
Okay, it's not responsible for accidental digital, like, mind transference. Like, I can't think of exactly what the words were, but, like, your mind accidentally, they're not in charge of, they can't be blamed for anything wherever your mind is accidentally gets stuck into the VR game type of thing. What if that's where I cut the theory, just like I said, throwing out theories here and there like everybody else. Fredbear, whoever the heck this thing is that's trying to get out, that's powerful enough to glitch the game, to try to get out into the real world, they're trying to put you and trap you inside.
Real-world manifestations of digital characters.
Real-world manifestations of the digital characters, trying to get into the real world. Either that, or maybe you do get transferred into the real world. That's why there's not a night 5. Like, in the VR game, you're transferred into the real world, and that's why you see baby and all the animatronics inside the FNAF 4 location, which would make no sense technically. You know, what if that's why? Because you as the character, like you as a person, real life, are taken into the game, and that's officially when it becomes inside the game instead of, you know, it's a VR game inside the actual, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's like series, and you know the locations, but your mind is taking you to a place where they can spawn wherever they want. You can be in the FNAF 4 location and they can still spawn there on command.
Night Terrors, Night Sweats.
Oh my god,
Night Terrors, Night Sweats,
so
blah, 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 blah. But those first two were important, and they made them very important to listen to.
The Fazbear Virtual Experience. Please be aware that there may be visual artifacts left behind from the beta testing phase of development. If you see any such artifacts, we recommend that you not interact with them.
I interact with them. It's very important that I interact with them.
Eventually.
Oh my god, guys! So, this game, so in the game lore, guys, I am a beta tester of the VR game, and everybody else who owns the game is as well. So this game is in the game. It's complicated,
but it's not.
to
To me, I don't think it's in the game.
You know what
I mean, there's things that kind of prove that it is, and things that kind of prove it's not. I feel like there's more proving that it's inside the real world than it is not.
This morning between Dale, our manager, and someone else on the line. It really feels like this project is in trouble, in no small part because of the lawsuit, I'm sure. There has to be a lawsuit. There's no way there isn't. It happened in this building just a few doors down from me. I think it's made worse by the fact that Jeremy tried to tell us something was wrong.
Jeremy, at first we thought Help Wanted was Help Wanted. You're going in and you're like a person that's like fixing up the things and everything. No, you're playing as a beta tester. Like I said, so believe in real life, which is maybe where the AR game leads to. You know, more intricate, I guess, storytelling, because, you know, Scott's like, yes, I'm going to make this even more intricate, and it feels more personal, and I love it. I feel like maybe, oh gosh, what was I even saying before? I feel like, I was talking about Jeremy, crap, okay. So I was talking about Jeremy. So the Jeremy, he's like, we thought, you know, they're talking about Fritz, you know, Jeremy Fritz. Maybe they're talking about a different Jeremy. But then again, either way, it has to be a different Jeremy, because Jeremy Fritz, well, why would he use the same name, though, is my question, because Jeremy Fritz is back from 87, or you know, he's by the way 7. We're way past that, because apparently we've already gotten past, you know, all this stuff, because you have Helpy there and everything, you know, so you don't exactly know what's, I don't know, you don't really know what's going on, at this point. So Jeremy has to be a new character. We thought it would, you know, in the very first teaser picture, we saw, you know, remember Jeremy. Maybe it's just remember Jeremy's words, because Jeremy must be a different person.
But as a dev team, we all just saw it as a challenge to find what the problem was and fix it. Who could have known that? I have to go.
Jeremy! Jeremy, guys! Holy crap, this has been a jam-packed episode. Holy crap. So, okay, let me sum up everything, guys, for today's episode. Okay, so the game is real in the game.
That's what he thinks.
So, the Freddy Fazbear Entertainment have made a VR game for people to experience about the rumours that were going on.
But why would they know
what the animatronics being active and stuff, and they've made a game about it. It's crazy.
And they're trying to get off the rumors, but why would they know exactly what, you know, Nightmare Fredbear looked like? Then again, though, you only saw Nightmare Fredbear whenever you get to the glitch mode, where things are glitching out and something is trying to break out into the real world.
And Jeremy has warned them, saying this game's wrong and stuff like that. But
Jeremy knows something. Who's Jeremy? There's only 2 Jeremys I know. I mean, he has to use the name Jeremy more than once. Jeremy is the name of the kid that died and became Bonnie at the same time. So, I mean, who knows at this point? But, you know, we're more familiar with Jeremy Fritz by the 57. So who is this new Jeremy dude? I don't know.
Team created this game in the game, and the tapes are about somebody who worked for the development team of FNAF VR. It's really, really weird, but it's canon, okay?
Sorry about the noise outside.
So, it's complicated, but it is canon by the looks of things, and I'm really
excited. Yeah, we get it. So basically, the way I think of it is, you're in the game. The game was meant for people, the fans here. It was meant for the fans. Me, you, everybody. It's meant to be a normal game. But Scott purposely made it to where you're the tester of the game. So it feels more personal. You feel like you're kind of working with them, for them. And there's something going on with the game. Scott's just trying to say, oh, the game's fake. It's just fun and games. You know, let's continue with the series, you know, playing what we always do. But then something's not right. There's something actually trying to break into the real world, which may go on into the AR game where it is trying to break into the real world. And I feel like those first 2 lines, you know, your mind going into the actual game, and then not only your mind going into the actual game, but then the real, like, characters spawning in real life. Like, I feel like that's part of it. I feel like that's very important. So maybe you're going into the game and it's trapping you there while whoever that thing is that's trying to get out, could be Fredbear, could be somebody completely different, because this girl knows what she's talking about. You know, it's not like, you know, the same stairs, Chica and Bonnie. It's different. I don't know what this character is. It must be a glitch. She knows all the characters. She should know who Fredbear is, but if this is Fredbear, then she doesn't know who he is. And why would she not know that? Or, you know, Golden Freddy, Cassidy. So I don't know. It's very confusing. There's also a possibility that you are in that real world. You know, you are in that world. You're actually in the FNaF world that everything actually took down. I just don't see it that way. I don't see where this is going to even go, to be honest. I'm just throwing out things. Anyways, if you got this far, then I hope you enjoy. Tell me in the comments what you think, what your theories are on all this stuff. And yeah, you should probably subscribe to him. And, you know, if you want to, I'm not just saying subscribe to Taco, but like, if you want to see more of this, he's probably most likely to find the most lore and everything. Scott trusts him, even though he doesn't even know what Scott flipping looks like. I don't know. But yeah, you should definitely do that so you can see all these for yourself. I'll put the link in the description. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, I love y'all. Bye.